Hey, race fans, Steve Letarte here from NBC Sports with my betting contributor, perhaps quasi-expert, PJ Walsh from the Action Network. PJ, I'm going to give you quasi-expert because you've been single-handedly beating me in Fantasy Live week in and week out.
And now I get two opportunities to beat you, but I do get to watch you broadcast two straight races, so that's exciting.
Well, you mentioned two straight races. It's NASCAR's second version of the doubleheader. I know we've had a condensed schedule and a lot of races have been close, but the only official doubleheader weekend has been Pocono. This will be the second one for the Cup Series, Saturday and Sunday. So I think before we talk about who's in our lineup, more importantly, let's talk about your approach for the weekend. There's going to be a lot of information coming. For me, PJ, when I look at the fast guys, the big names, and I look back at Pocono, if I take the top five from race one, three of those guys ran top five in race two, which tells me good on Saturday, good on Sunday. Barring a crazy finish, when it comes to big names, I'm purely going to look to Saturday results to set my Sunday lineup.
Yeah, and the conditions are similar. Remember Darlington, it seemed to flip-flop a little bit, but that was a day and a night race. These are both the same time, same tires, so I'm going to use the same strategy.
And I'm also going to use the same strategy for a value pick. You know, I look deep in the field. How's Austin Dillon going to run? How's Matty D going to run? How's Christopher Bell going to run? I can kind of cheat the system a little bit and get a peek on Saturday. So we're going to see how that's going to work. But let's start with a lineup. It's a great strategy, but you still got to put some drivers in there. So give me your one name, the big name, the cornerstone of your lineup.
He's a big name, but maybe not a big fantasy option. I'm actually going with Jimmie Johnson. He is the 7th most fast laps this year on this tire, and I have to use him. I have to find value for him. So I know it's a gamble, but I'm going to gamble with Johnson on Saturday.
You gamble, I'm avoiding. So there you have it, folks. His number one pick is my avoid. Welcome to the Jimmie Johnson world. What Jimmie Johnson's going to show up, I don't know. Why PJ's stats are absolutely 100% accurate, and the numbers would say play him, I've yet to see any sort of reason the 48 is going to turn their dismal season around. So I'm avoiding the 48. I'm actually going to go with the hot hand. It sounds silly. It seems like the easy pick. But Kevin Harvick, just because why not? I have starts left. I've saved Kevin Harvick. He has 4 straight top 7s. That's not top 10s. That's top 7s. So Kevin Harvick is my absolute must start. When I look at value, I actually look at the Chevy camp. I know that's a little awkward to say because they haven't been great as of late, but I like Austin Dillon as a good value pick. Reddick is a good value pick. And I don't think you can call Chase Elliott a value pick, but those are 3 Chevys I'm considering.
Yeah, you can't call Chase a value pick. I'm not going to allow that. I'm going actually with your guy, Cole Custer. The 41 car had the 3rd best average finish with Suarez last year. And he's got 4 top 8 finishes in his last 5 races, so I'll go with Custer.
All right, so we've avoided the big conversation, which is Toyota. So let's talk about it. Forget value pick, forget this. You have Toyota's Kyle Busch, winless, great numbers at Michigan, Truex, Hamlin, Bell, Jones. Are any of the Toyotas making your lineup?
Not on Saturday. Going back to our strategy, I think Kyle Busch has talked at lengths about not having practice. Well, now he's going to have a full practice on Saturday. So I'm looking for him on Sunday. And I'm actually going to avoid Hamlin. He hasn't been good on this tire at all. 15th best average finish, 18th best driver rating on this tire combination. So I'm benching Hamlin on Saturday. And again, if he's great, we can use him Sunday as well.
I like that. I'm actually avoiding Eric Jones for a simple reason. It's not tires. It's this hometown pressure. The storyline is always the same. He's from Byron, Michigan. He's right down the street. He hangs out with his mother. I think the hometown thing is actually putting too much pressure on the young driver. I've yet to see him capitalize on a Michigan run. So I'm much like you. The only difference is, and I think it's a gamble, I'm going to run Kyle Busch both Saturday and Sunday because your Jimmie Johnson theory of having starts, I'm there with Kyle Busch. And at some point, I have to run him. I don't like him at a road course. I don't trust him at Daytona Speedway because I don't trust anyone there. So I'm going to have him at both Michigans and both Dovers. So a big variety in lineup. The most important thing is, though, guys, look at your usages. Get your big names in. The regular season is closing out. The usages will be reset, and it's a weekend full of racing, Cup racing on Saturday and Sunday. NBCSN, tune in. It's going to be a blast.